this place and I ordered brunch, which is like $15 for coffee with milk, but you can have it black. And then they also brought me some fruits, and I can't wait to see what my breakfast looks like. So after brunch, I'm super full and heading down now to more SOHO, Tribeca area. And guys, I walked around so much. I just went to this bakery, really cool. It's called Dominique ANSEL bakery, and it's super amazing, and apparently they do the best cronuts in town. And by the time I got there, which was already around like 1 p.m, they were completely sold out. And then a lot of people are coming and they're like, can we have cronuts? And they're like, no, we sold out. So if you're in New York, definitely check it out. But I got this really delicious pecan cookie, and also I got a coffee iced, and I'm just sitting on the street because it's super warm day today. Everybody's enjoying it. Whew, I'm finally home. Well, Airbnb home, and I'm so tired. Now it's 2 p.m. No! What am I saying? 4 p.m. 4:30 p.m. And I walked pretty much since 9 in the morning, no joke. I sat down in the park a little bit, I sat down in Starbucks a little bit, I sat down for brunch, but mostly I was walking around and around shopping, and oh my god, I love it so much. See how noisy it is? And I was just thinking, while I was walking around today, I was thinking why everybody says there's such a good energy or strong energy in New York in terms of everybody's moving around and things. And I realized because anywhere you look, it's very fast paced, so big roads, fast cars, everybody's beeping, everybody's rushing. Yesterday it was funny because yesterday was Friday, so yesterday when I did a little bit of walking around, everybody was kind of very like pissed off and not polite. But today everybody's super happy, I guess because it's the weekend. Everybody's just enjoying themselves. Play hard, work hard really applies to New York. And another thing I really love about the city is that customer service is incredible. Literally everybody says welcome to the shop and they're smiling. It's quite American thing to do, and some people are saying like, oh, it's a bit fake sometimes, but to be honest, like I rather feel welcomed, and I don't care if it's fake or not, or maybe of course people are working for tips as well, but who cares, you know? You feel you're welcomed, you feel you're cared for. And one other thing I like, it's quite small thing, but any of time I say thank you to anybody, literally, for maybe opening a door to me or in the shop, they all say you're welcome. I just love this feedback, you know, because sometimes I know London is like people are super polite, but they're more apologetic type, you know, they're saying sorry a lot. Here nobody says sorry if you bump into them, or they might curse into you, but people are more, I don't know, grateful. So you hear a lot of more positive things like thank you, you're welcome, have a lovely day, have a good one. Sorry, my accent's terrible. So I just feel like people are wishing you a lot of good energy things rather than being just apologetic and sorry and kind of insecure. And so what I want to say about this apartment, I realized the quality of the apartment is so much nicer than London because first of all, okay, let me just get up. You have proper wooden floors, not laminate or not like bad quality, but proper wooden floors, you know? And another thing, bathroom, you have proper marble, you know, this is serious marble. Not even joking, look how thick it is. Like, this is my finger, right? And also, they don't have boiler here, so it's all like central heating, central water. And it's a lot of water, and it's a lot of heating. So people who live here, you guys are lucky because I know it's super expensive as well, like London, but like the quality of things are just better. And I know this is not even the best like building in New York. So they brought the bread. It's super fresh, now you just dip it and eat it. Super nice lunch in this EATERY place. It's basically like Italian massive cafe with all types of stands, cheeses and pastas. They make everything there fresh. So many types of fresh fish that they catch, like literally.
Imagine all the meetings they'll go to and all the other countries' presidents all looking and they're like, and the president of the United States, Donald Trump, and all.
Not. Look at this massive ship. another breakfast in New York. So this whole huge Japanese center goes all the way down there and then past this building as well, and they have many expos on right now, including my lingerie one. Here we are, it's a whole complex of lingerie stands showcasing their autumn and winter 16-17 collections, and I will show you the map, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just here at the entrance and you see how many there are, because obviously you can't see it here. Yeah, exciting. Tonight, my last night, I decided to have a quiet one because tomorrow night is my flight and I don't really sleep on the flights usually, so I need to be super well rested, plus I need to do some work tomorrow. So I just decided to stay in, reject all dinner invitations that involved late nights, drinks, or anything far away from here. So I went to the local restaurant next door. I'll put the link underneath as well with the name, and it's actually a Ukrainian restaurant, but it's packed. And I thought, oh, maybe some like Eastern European people will be there, but no, there's like a lot of locals, like all the American people there, and they're loving. There's like a huge queue outside, but they do takeaway. So what I did, I took some food, which is very reminding me of my home. This is pierogi, so it's like kind of dumplings, and they have different fillings inside. They have some potatoes, potato mushrooms, some meat, and this is like little fried onions. Then they also gave me some bread, and this is a borscht soup, Ukrainian or Russian style, with some sour cream, which you're supposed to mix in and make it super delicious. This one is with meat, and it has cabbage, and of course it has beetroot. That's why the color is so beautiful. So I'm just gonna enjoy my little dinner. I don't know what's happening here, but I've never seen so many pigeons in one spot. That's crazy. Just an hour left before I leave to airport. I'm just going to get an Uber as usual. But I wanted to tell you an embarrassing story. So just a little pre-story. Whenever I wash my face and dry it, I don't use towels. I usually use like either tissue like Kleenex or just any like kind of napkins for my face to dry it out. And then usually I flush it because like what's the problem with a little napkin or tissue? But here, the toilet got completely blocked, like the water wouldn't go down. And then I thought maybe it will go down, so I just went to get a coffee, came back, it was still like full of water, and I was freaking out, looking everywhere for like, I don't know, like a plunger or something, and there's nothing in this flat, so I was trying to Google solutions, and they did say you need to get a plunger, so I went to the shop next door, and I got one! Look at the size of it, it's huge, you can literally like do workout with it. Okay, so I used this plunger and it worked like perfectly, very well, no problem at all. But now I don't know if I should bring it to London because it's quite heavy. It's maybe like 2 kilograms at least. And then it was raining heavily in New York. And then look, I went to the terrace, as I showed you before. What a beautiful view. Only to find out that the girl has her own plunger. So then I felt like a complete idiot. And now I have 2 plungers. Like, what's going on? So I'm not sure if I will bring it to London or might like put it next door to some neighbor as a joke. Maybe they can use it, and I guess clearly it happens all the time because the pharmacy I went to where I got it, there was a whole row of plungers, so maybe it's like a regular thing in New York. Also, what I wanted to tell you is when I got to this flat, I was quite impressed with, like, not impressed I guess, but I quite like this rustic touch of the flat. For example, this little wine shelf, just pay close attention to it. You see, it's made of like pieces of wood and everything. And then the bed, excuse the mess, it also has kind of very similar feel to it, and it's actually not like a proper headboard, it's just a rather, well, wood behind the bed. I guess they just made it. And then also a little shelf, and also a little, what do you call it, like bedside table made from a box. And what I realized, another realization today, is that they have a bunch of these things. I don't know what you call them in English, but you know, like, I'm sure they probably got it from scrap or something. And clearly, they reused it to make the whole bed thing and the shelf and the wine shelf. And to prove it even, there is a saw here. So clearly they were working on that. Oh, I don't want to leave, guys. I don't want to leave, but I need to just finish my packing and go. Bye-bye, New York. I'm going to miss this view so much. So much. And I hope I'm back here. And I really want to come back here and maybe work for a year or two. But yeah. Beautiful time I had in New York. Quite exhausting sometimes because obviously like I met with a lot of people for work and I did a lot of walking around because I just did not want to waste any single time, any single second in the city. But now I'm ready for London.